Hey y'all, Ham here. I just had the weirdest realization out of nowhere, right? So I'm cooking eggs. Oh, butter, what's up? I'm cooking eggs. Hold on this. I love you, but go this way. Okay. All right. I'm cooking eggs for the 8th time. And I'm at the stove and my kid asks if they can go watch a movie, watch TV. Now I gotta go take them to karate soon. Which I'll do a video about why it's good for your kids, martial arts. But anyway. And I was like, yeah, go ahead, it's okay, right? And literally in that moment I go, holy effing shit, I'm somebody's parent. Do you ever get those moments where you're like, wait a second, like I honestly still feel like a kid who needs their mom and dad to tell them things, but yet I'm telling someone what to do. And I remember being that age and what it felt like, and oh my God, for some reason it all just came crashing down in that moment as I'm flipping my fried egg. I'm like, what the fuck? So strange. It's so weird. I'm 32 years old, but I don't feel much past 18. I don't know. It's just, it's so weird to be someone's parent and responsible, right? So I think I've already done a video on like consistency with discipline and things like that. I think I have, but I'm going to touch upon it in this video a little bit. So, right, when we have kids, like where do we get our morals and values from? Or not morals, I should say, where do we get our values from? What possesses us to say yes to this, but no to that, and be okay with this and not okay with that? Again, iMovie not working well, trying not to edit. Oh, I'm not in landscape anyway, so I can't. Sorry. Oh my God. Tap it out. My sister told me tap it out, tap it out, tap it out. What possesses us? What makes us feel the need to say yes to this and no to that, right? And why is it so important to stay consistent? So like, I still kind of feel like a kid myself. Like I really would just want to be like to my kid, like do whatever you want, like watch whatever you want. I don't care. Like if I was a kid, I wish I could do whatever I want. What forces us to keep these boundaries, these standards, like these values, right? So for instance, my kid, I'm not a big internet YouTube person. My kid doesn't play on apps. They don't watch YouTube. Now, just recently, I found these YouTubers for kids, Evan and Jillian, who are really cute, and they're kind of funny. So once in a while, we'll watch some Evan and Jillian videos. Totally harmless, you know, kind of like if we're in like I'm in her room and like we just have a tablet and, you know, want to watch something. Totally cute, kind of like nothing wrong with it. But I tell her constantly, you're not allowed to click on anything else. Once the video is done, you come get me and I will make sure it's okay. I'll look at it. You're not just clicking away, okay? Never would I let that happen. So recently I've caught them just clicking to the next video, and I kept saying a couple times, like, listen, I told you not to do that. I told you to wait. You got to remember what mama's saying, right? And I guess I forget as a kid, like you do forget, or you kind of test boundaries and stuff. So finally I said, screw it. She did it one last time, and I knew it was just another Evan and Jillian video, but I still said, like, sorry, no more YouTube. So they've been banned from YouTube from that moment. This was like 3 weeks ago or something like that. And I don't care. I'm like, you're literally like not ever watching it, because I feel like when you have the opportunity to have those teaching moments, especially because my kid's the only child, I don't have a lot of discipline moments in my house day to day where siblings are fighting and this and that. You can constantly be addressing these teaching moments, right? I don't have a lot of those. And yeah, call me crazy, but I'm pretty strict with that kind of stuff just because it's important to me. And I need to keep authority, like any parent, where you're able to keep it. Like, you wonder why your kids walk all over you. Like, don't be afraid of your kid. Like, they keep asking me, like, can I just watch YouTube? How about, because I put on RuPaul's CoverGirl song. I'm like, yeah, you can watch. I want to show you, because I started singing the song, you better work, CoverGirl. So I wanted to show it to her. So I put it on, nothing's wrong with that video. It's just RuPaul doing like modeling, whatever. It's nothing bad or anything. The words, the lyrics of the song aren't bad. And from there, because I had my phone and YouTube on, they're asking like, can I just watch Evan and Jillian? Let's watch Ace Family. Like, Ace Family. I know. I found them one time, and, like, they had a couple cute videos. I know there's a lot of controversy with them now. I unsubscribed. I've only watched them for maybe, like, the past month anyway. Just because there were some cute, like, daddy-daughter videos, whatever. Didn't know, because I'm not a huge YouTube person. So, you know, I just stumbled upon it through, like, Evan and Jillian or whatever. And I was like, no, we're not watching Ace Family anymore because I said that they're not, you know, they're not good. It's not, I forgot how I explained it, but essentially saying like, it's not good anymore. Like, we're not watching that. And I just kept saying like, no. She's like, can I not be grounded anymore? I'm like, no, you're just not watching YouTube. That's the end of that. Maybe in the future, if we're sitting down together and I'm not getting up to do things, well, I'll treat you with some Evan and Jillian, but I need to let my child know that you don't just do what you want. And especially when they're young, they have a problem with staying consistent. Like, you tell them, and discipline, unless you're like a military household, which at times I think I can be, but what I mean by that is just I'm very consistent. Like, if no means no means no means no means no, and then also means no, right? So, yeah, so I just made the choice to say no YouTube. That's it. But like in that moment when they're like, well, I'm going to go watch a movie, kind of like saying, well, if I can't do that, I'm going to go watch a movie. My kid never sasses me though, says it in the sweetest way possible. So I was like, fine, okay. We have a little time before karate. Fine, you eat your dinner early. Fine. But I was just like, oh my God, I'm responsible for another life. And I don't want to make the same mistakes my parents made. And what I realize now as things go on, it's like, wow, it's like you almost start forgiving your parents for certain little things, you know, like, wow, they were only human then too. They were probably going through some crap. But then also how important it is to be consistent and set a good example and do the right thing. So if I were to just be like, fine, you can watch Evan and Jillian, fine, go put on Ace Family, after I decided no Ace Family because I don't like the controversy going on with them right now. And do you have to hate everyone for every little thing? No. Yeah, whatever. Choose what you want, like watch what you want as a family. But if I would have been like, fine, you could just watch Evan and Julian, I know my kid in one ear and out the other, and they would still be clicking next, because I don't have like, you know, I just have YouTube on my phone, so it's like I don't even know how to like set restrictions, and I don't want restrictions. I have it for me, like to watch certain things or whatever. So I can't be sure that they're not just going to click like Elsa and Anna, like mud wrestling in their bikinis. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows what the hell's on YouTube. So I was just like very strict and adamant about that. So it was just very strange to me, like, wait, I'm a parent. What? Since when? It feels so weird. It really did honestly hit me at that moment. And I was like, oh my God, right? And I don't know, it's a beautiful thing. It's so wonderful, but it's a huge responsibility. And I said this in one of my last videos, was that you will never know responsibility. You will never know what 24/7 means until you're a parent. Like, I had a nice, peaceful, quiet day. Me and my mom were kind of hanging out with my dog, you know, just chilling. And as soon as the kid got home, the freaking pterodactyl opera started. And it's just like, look at me, feel my wiggly tooth. Can you get me a bowl of ice water? Can you get me a snack? Can I do this? Mom, look at me, watch me, do this. And you're like, wow. I mean, it's consistent with a lot of jobs, with a lot of like chaotic jobs. But the difference between going to a job, even if you work a 10-hour day, you still get to go home to your house. With a kid, it could go, and you never know when it's going to pop up. You know, the sweetest kid in the world can be a kid that just doesn't sleep at night. The most, you know, the most devilish kid in the world could be like the sweetest hugger and kisser, you know. You never know. But what I can say is it's incredibly fulfilling. As crazy and wild as it is, like if you're bored, have a kid. You'll never be bored. But with that comes a lot of responsibility. So basically the thought of this video is, Yes, you always have to be parenting. You always have to be staying consistent. Why? Just like when you're training a puppy, just like my French Bulldog video. If you're not consistent, just like think about when you're a kid. If your parents were like wishy-washy on something, you full force, pedal to the metal, took advantage of every opportunity you could because you were just starting to learn. Kids love to test boundaries. Kids love to be, in opposition. Like, just always, it's because their mind is set to learn. Their mind is set to, like, knowledge. It hasn't slowed down yet. And before they're a certain age, they're operating at a genius level, right? We've learned that. So just, again, stay consistent. No means no. It also means no, and sometimes it also means no. You will find so much comfort, and if you're struggling with anxiety and like what's the word I'm looking for, like validation for yourself, like be a boss at home. If you be that boss at home, and be the consistent parent, you'll be like, wow, I got all this power. Don't abuse your power, but like it'll make you feel good in like a confidence kind of way. Like you will feel like accomplished, and you'll feel better about yourself, I think, right? So anyway, love your kid, snuggle on them, but if they're being crazy or if they're just doing something simple that you don't like, put your foot down. Being strict isn't a bad thing. It's when you're being unnecessarily strict just for the sake of wanting to be lazy or not having any other answers. All right, have a great day. Love that smile. Looking good. Smelling good. I hope you and yours have a beautiful night, and even if you burn the steak tonight, there's always pizza. Love you guys. Bye.